It's time for The View, America.
Think you're a gifted child? Not for long, because we've got kids so crazy cool and talented, they're gonna blow you away. From the singing sisters who steal the show on Nashville and have racked up over 70 million hits online.
It's just a road, it's just a way.
To a 14-year-old champion chef who even has full TV superstars asking for seconds. Plus a mini mogul and CEO building a multimedia empire at 15 years old. And the award-winning tiny dancers who made a huge splash on America's Got Talent are hitting the floor.
This is The View with Whoopi, Nicole Wallace, Rosie Perez. And today, top chef Padma Lakshmi is jumping back into the co-host chair. It all starts now.
Welcome to The View, y'all. Welcome to The View. Today's show is full of the most brilliant and talented kids you've ever seen and heard, like today's house DJ, who has spun for everyone from Alicia Keys to Bill Clinton, DJ Fulano. Hey, DJ, give us a little taste. Give us a little taste of what's coming. Wow. I have to say.
I've known that little kid since he was a baby.
Yes.
Yes, his mother and I are friends from way, way back.
See?
Yeah.
And he's, you know, this kid's no joke.
Yeah, he's
Jeff Polano, kicking everybody's butt, yeah. So how about this? A most recent post on Slate said most parents are messing up when it comes to giving their kids allowance. They claim you have to start early around the time the tooth fairy starts visiting. So you have to give them enough money to spend, save, and give to charity, and never use allowance as a bribe to do chores.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Where was that? They should,
Already got that wrong.
Yeah, and they should tell you that, like, in the delivery room, because I've had that. I screwed that up, like, 3 years ago. I bribed my kid to do it. You know, marshmallows to brush his teeth. I know.
I hope before he brushes his teeth. No, after, right after.
It's like, oh, that doesn't matter. I'm like, it got off all the other stuff, so now all that's on the teeth is the marshmallow. Anyway, yeah. And you know what? Life is a negotiation. I mean, we all do things we don't want to do because there's a reward at the end of it. I'm sticking to my bribes, and I'm not going to let some stupid study make me feel bad.
What happens, though, is that you start using that as a quick fix to get them to do something, and then it becomes like you have to offer something all the time. She starts sentences now. My daughter's like, Mom, I'll make you a deal. If you let me watch half an hour of a video, then I will be good when you have your hair and makeup done for The View. I'm like, no deal. No deal. You be nice first.
You know,
we'll
I remember we didn't get allowance for doing chores. We just had to do our chores.
Yeah.
You know?
Because the thought process behind that is you live here too.
Yeah,
and this
that's right.
is your house, and you should be cleaning it up. That's not just my job. You got to make your bed. I taught you how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot of kids, a lot of my friends, they, you know, that are pretty well off. Their kids do not know how to sweep. They do not know how to, literally do not know how to use a broom. And it just blows my mind. I said, what are you going to do when they get older and then they're out on their own? And my daughter said, I'll hire a maid just like Mommy. I went, oh.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And see, I've heard that response, and the deal is, but you don't have any money.
That's right.
Because Mommy's got the dough.
My son vacuums, he cooks, and he does dishes. He's not
And how
good
old
at,
is he?
He's 3.
Damn.
But,
I know. I used to get allowance for doing my mother's eyebrows. I used to pluck her eyebrows.
The allowance thing bothers me. I didn't get paid anything.
My mother
to do
gave me,
anything.
she was like, look,
Yeah.
He's got to do
Just,
this.
well, it was not a discussion.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
wasn't,
me
you know, the thing that kills me is, you know, this discussion of what will you give me? I will give you a clean room. That's what you're going to get. You know, and I tell you, my mother told me to clean my room, and I lied to her. I clean my room to this day. You can eat off my floor. You don't want to, but you could. There's this crazy stuff on my floor. Hey, Netflix is pouring money into developing kids' show, like a reboot of the cartoon series Inspector Gadget. The bar is set pretty high because kids' movies are pretty spectacular these days. You know, they're not the single sort of hand-drawn that you used to from the Popeye days. This is a whole other thing.
And thank God, because I wind up only watching children's movies. The only TV that we have is in my bedroom, so that, you know, when we're watching something, it has to be appropriate for her too. And I love some of these movies. I love, you know, I'm blanking on the
That's
one.
okay.
No. Sherman. Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Yes.
Thank you. I love this little movie.
Yeah.
First of all, it tells you all about history. It got my daughter interested in ancient Egypt and Leonardo da Vinci, and I think it's wonderful, and the writing is so great. It's so funny. I was peeing in my pants laughing.
Yeah, they're very good. We watch, we're big in the Toy Story series, and I bought 1, 2, and 3. And Tom Hanks used to be the guy in Forrest Gump. Now he's Woody. You know, I only see him as Woody. And I had to take 3 off because it's so devastating. I would just weep and weep. And my son would look at me like, oh my God, what is wrong with her? But they're so good. They're so well done. And I used to, you know, sort of wonder what some of the other actors that I loved did. And now I know. They're making these brilliant children's movies, and I love them. I love the Planes franchise. Planes and Cars is wonderful. And, you know, I have a son, so I haven't seen the princess ones, but I've heard that, you know, a lot of great actresses are in that. So I'm loving them.
What's fascinating to me is on the business side.
Yeah.
That Netflix
so
is being
lucrative.
very smart. So is Amazon as well. They're eliminating the competition pretty much, you know, by having all of this at your disposal, basically. And also that you can watch it at any time.
That's it for parents, too. You need to be able to put it on the iPad. You're not going to wait for something to come out. And that really does get a mom.
I'm sorry, I kind of miss the anticipation of
A big
waiting
release?
for something.
Yeah.
Well, no, when I was a little girl. Jeezy peasy. Who thought I was ever going to get this damn old? You know, you would wait for Thanksgiving because you knew it was the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
You would wait for certain times, and you couldn't get it at other times.
Right.
Well, yeah, you know, and so I missed that. But
Snowman.
I'm doing something over at the Philharmonic in the next few days here in April. With the Looney Tunes, Warner Brothers cartoons, and the Philharmonic. So come on over if you want to see it. We have a whole show packed with some kids who do amazing things. So I want to kick it off with a call back to a Tahitian princess who made my winter. Look at her. Now, I think she's just been... Right? She like, yes. My granny taught me how to do the Tahitian dance. Yes. Yes, baby. Look at I got the hips. Ooh, I got the hips. Look at my hand is up. Look at my hand. Look at my butt going. Look at my butt going. And we will be right back.
Nashville stars Lennon and Maisie Stella are showing you why they have a staggering 70 million YouTube fans getting in harmony. Next.
You're singing along with Lennon and Maisie Stella. They have over 70 million views on YouTube and bring the house down every week on the hit show Nashville. Take a look. Please welcome Lennon and Maisie. Hey, you guys. Welcome back. You know, the story of how you guys got to be on Nashville, I think, is one that this audience may not know. Will you tell us?
Yeah, it's weird. Maisie, she's always dreamt of acting, and And so she auditioned for the show because we just happened to know people through it. And Maisie auditioned, and then the casting director saw a video of me and Maisie singing together. But I had never been in the acting world at all, or even thought about acting. And yeah, so they saw a video of us singing together, and they're like, oh, she has a sister. And the role was, you know, 2 sisters.
It was like, originally it was also an 8 and a 6-year-old, so I was going for the 8-year-old.
Yes.
And so they actually moved the ages when Lennon auditioned.
Which
They asked her to audition, and then Lennon did, and I mean, of course, they loved her. I mean, look at her. And so, yeah, and then they gave us a part, and...
It's been so fun. It's a totally new scene for us. It's completely different than anything we're used to, but we love it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, you know, you guys do post covers all over popular songs on your YouTube page, and the most recent one that you did was a cover of Boom Clap by Charlie XCX.
Yes.
And that's on her new album, Sugar. Sucker, excuse me. Sucker MCs. Okay, so let's take a look.
I hear you guys went and met the Obama family, too.
Yes, that was
like, literally insane.
Yes.
That was so...
Totally.
Oh
What
my God.
happened?
We went, there was like a showcase thing, so we performed, and then we went to go meet the lovely family.
Yeah, we got to go in the White House, and I thought I was, like, looking at a textbook or something.
Yeah.
It was, like, so weird, like, seeing it, like, through my eyes, like, not on a screen or, like, a book.
To be there in person?
Yeah, it was insane. Like,
And
it
they're
was
the
totally, like...
sweetest people as well.
Yeah.
Love that.
And you guys are also authors?
Oddly enough.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess
Oh my God, you guys do everything.
It's actually the book that we're releasing is like a kid's book called In the Waves, and it's like we wrote a song, and so it's like the lyrics of the song.
Babies, and we were in the bathtub, and we were like, so we like started writing like in the waves, in the water, like it was like nothing, and then it was like really catchy, and me and Lennon were, all of our family was always singing it around the house.
Yes.
And then like years later, HarperCollins reached out and wanted us to, you know, write a kid's book. And then we were like, oh my gosh, that's perfect, that song. So it's like a book, and the lyrics of the song are in the book. So that's like the
Love that. I love that it was years ago that y'all did that. So we want to hear you sing again. So here to perform, We Gotta Love. Give it up for Lennon and Maisie.
Thank you.
Oh, it's so good. Yes. So Lennon and Maisie, Nashville airs Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. right here on ABC, and we will be right back. Y'all are just terrific.
Good thing it's almost lunchtime, because a 14-year-old gourmet chef and youngest winner on Chopped is going to make your mouth water next.
My own cereal at 14 years old, but our next guest has been cooking alongside world-famous chefs and winning cooking competitions since he was 12. Please welcome Chef Hunter Zampa. Hello. I saw you win the Chopped Championship, and I remember some of your ingredients were crazy, and I thought you were brilliant then, so I'm so happy to meet you.
I'm so happy to be here.
Now, when did you start cooking? How old were you? And how did that happen? Did you, like, stumble into the kitchen and say, I can do this?
Well, I was 6 years old when I started cooking.
6?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And my grandma, when I was very young, she passed away. So I cooked with my dad, and he would tell me about her when he was younger. And we cooked her recipes, like marinara sauce on Sundays. And before I knew it, I was doing it by myself.
Oh, my God.
So that's basically what started it.
That's so wonderful that your grandmother brought you to cooking.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to make here today?
What we're making is deconstructed pork tacos. So
It's so fancy. Like, it couldn't just be a pork taco. It's a deconstructed. I mean, I'm so out of my league. All right, so what have we got?
So what we're gonna do first is our cilantro chipotle
Yes,
dressing.
let's do the vinaigrette first.
Okay.
So we have some cilantro in here, and then we could pour in some of the chipotle peppers.
How much? This is hot, right?
Yeah, so it's gonna be a little spicy because it kind of cuts.
It's very spicy, actually. Chipotle and adobo
okay.
is extremely spicy.
Okay, so how many?
The whole
the whole thing.
The whole thing?
Pour the whole thing in
Try to
there.
kill me. All right, here we go.
So what this is basically is just the jalapenos in the adobo sauce, which is
Okay.
spicy.
Oh,
And
what's
this
that?
is?
That's the
You
vegetable
fancy
oil.
cooking people are going too fast. That's oil. Okay.
And then we have some cider vinegar, which
Okay.
adds a little bit of
so
acidity to
that's
this.
like a regular salad dressing, oil
Yeah,
and vinegar,
yeah.
right?
You put the salt in. You put
pinch
how
of
much
salt.
you want in.
Pinch?
Yeah, and then some pepper.
How much? Tell me when to stop.
Perfect.
Okay. All right.
You're so natural.
So you were
It's natural.
12.
You guys like fancy winging it.
You were
people.
12 when you were on Rachel versus Guy, and you were the youngest person to win Chopped. Like, how does that feel to beat out all these older kids?
It's really.
Yes, congratulations. It's a big deal.
It was crazy because it showed that age is just a
desperate
number.
to blend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Age
Better
is just
blend.
a number.
Go.
Okay, that's
All right,
good.
is that good?
That's
That's
good.
what it's supposed to look like?
Yeah.
Okay, my eyes are watering already. All right. What do we do next?
And we have the finished dressing over here.
Oh. I
So
see.
what is browning here?
So this is just some ground pork, just simple. And then what we have over there is some things we're gonna add into it that you find in a regular taco.
Okay.
So we have some corn, which
Want
have
me to
been
pour
taken
this
off the
in?
cup.
Okay.
And it adds a little bit of freshness to the whole thing.
Okay.
And then we have a can of pinto beans.
And that's good for you. Lots of fun. I mean,
Lots
it's
of
a healthy
protein.
dish too.
Yeah,
I like.
I mean,
okay.
I like it better than kind of just biting into a taco.
Right.
What are the spices that Nicole is holding on this plate? Careful.
So
Don't
we have
freeze.
cumin, coriander, and Mexican oregano.
Okay, just a pinch.
the whole thing.
All
The
of
whole
it.
thing?
All
Oh
of
my
it.
God,
Let
you
it
are a
eat,
spicy
Nicole.
tamale. All right.
Now,
all
you're
right.
cooking with pork today, but I know you like to use some amazing, unusual ingredients like venison and goat. Where are you getting these ingredients? Because it's not like you can go to your local grocery store and say, I'd like a side of goat.
And what did the goat do to you? I mean, why goats and deer? That's such an exotic sort of ingredient.
Well, my dad is an avid outdoorsman, so he brings back a lot of things that I like to cook, like venison, trout, crabs, and lobster.
Okay.
So, you know, I find ways to deal with that, and it's just cool that I have such access to a large bounty of ingredients
That's
like
so
that.
amazing.
What was the first thing you cooked? Do you remember?
It was my grandma's marinara sauce.
I
when was
see.
6. Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of the simplest things, but then again, it brings back the memories.
Of course.
So do you cook for your family and friends normally?
There are people most of the time I cook for because they're just behind me in every second, and they're kind of the ones that tell me if they like it or not, and that makes me a better chef.
I'm sure they like most
Now,
of
how long does this have to cook? I want to give people at home some timing. So how long do you take to brown the meat and add?
So the meat, it takes around 8 to 10 minutes, and then once you add all of this, it only takes about 2 minutes to warm
to
up.
get everything sort
Yeah.
of.
Okay.
And then what do we have here? Is this sort of like the assembly line?
Yeah,
Is that what's
so
going
we
on?
have-
Our do-it-yourself bar.
We have
Okay.
shredded butter lettuce, and then we
Okay.
have our topping bar, which,
Okay.
you know, you could always do something different. So we have queso fresco, but you could do Oaxaca.
So we put that here
Yes,
first?
you wanna
Okay,
bring
so,
that
okay, so
over
you do
here?
one. Yours will be all pretty and perfect, and mine will look like a 4-year-old did it. Okay.
So
All right.
about 1.5.
Okay. And same. Okay.
So do you think you want to open your own restaurant one day?
Yes, I mean, I want to go to culinary school and then get a business degree because I feel you could be the best chef in the world. But if you don't have the business end, you can't really do
How
anything.
smart you
God, how
are.
smart,
So
right?
ahead.
Okay.
So ahead.
So tell me, so put a little bit of all this in here?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I give you a
We
little
want to
cheese.
taste it. We're running
Yeah.
out of time.
So a little bit of crunchiness, a little bit of acidity,
I'm making a
and some
mess. This
cheese.
looks like my kitchen now. Okay, here, I'll give you
It's
some.
not fun if there's no mess.
Right? See, I'm so glad you said
That's
that.
why I'm
This
thankful
is
that my
so
dad does
great.
it.
Okay. I love this.
It's deconstructed, Nicole. It's not supposed to be.
Listen, I'm breaking moving around the whole kitchen. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting outcooked.
And then here's the dressing.
Who are the chefs that you admire and respect? You must know a lot about our world.
Well, I love Rachel Ray because she was the one on the show that kind of was like a mother to me. But I met a lot of other famous people like Duck Goldman, and you know, everybody inspires me in different ways.
All right,
This
let's
looks
taste
like
this.
a
I
dish
wanna
that
taste
Rachel would
this.
like, too. I feel like, you
It's
know, the...
very, very homey and
one
yummy.
pot.
This is something that everyone can make easily, and if you didn't want to use pork, you could use turkey if you want to be a little healthy, right?
Oh my God. Spicy.
Right. It's delicious.
All right, thanks to Hunter Zampa. Check out our website for Hunter's recipe, which is awesome but spicy. We'll be right back.
How does a girl become an entrepreneur entrepreneur, CEO. Gonna be epic. The View versus the Chew in a heart-pounding cooking showdown.
Keep your hands off our zucchini.
Who will win?
There's two ways to win. Cheating
And bribery.
Who will survive?
That's how I roll.
It is on. Tomorrow on The View on ABC.
When you want breaking news, Eyewitness News First at 4 is where you get it first. Breaking news from Liz Cho and David Navarro. The AccuWeather forecast from Lee Goldberg. And it's all streaming live no matter where you are. Get it first with Eyewitness News First at 4 on Channel 7.
One resort. The new Camelback. Book a room now for $200 in savings.
Next live, Timothy Hutton, Chrissy Teigen, and the hottest cars. Watch live.
Tomorrow morning at 9.
Feel bad about not doing as much as a teenager, you may want to hit the mute button right now because you're about to meet a young lady who is an entrepreneur, fashion designer, author, artist, filmmaker, environmentalist, and CEO of her own company at 15 years old. Hello. Please welcome the fabulous Maya Penn. Maya.
Hello, Maya.
Thank you so much for having me.
We're thrilled that
Thank
you
you
came.
for being here.
So how did all of this begin? I mean, you're 15. Did you come out of the womb saying, I think I want to create?
Almost. Pretty much. I mean, I started my company, Maya's Ideas, when I was 8 years old.
Right.
And I started by basically finding different fabrics around the house and saying, you know, wow, I could really like make a headband or something out of that.
Right.
And so when I wore my designs while I was out, people would stop me and say, oh, wow, that's really cute. Where can I get one? And so I had the idea to start my own company. And as for my animation, I got really interested in animation when I was actually 3 because I was watching Playhouse Disney.
Right.
And they were covering about, you know, what an animator does. And I knew ever since then, that's the kind of magic that I want to create.
Excellent.
And then I do also write books. I've written and illustrated 2 children's books, and I'm currently working on a book about my journey as an entrepreneur and getting teens tapped into what they're passionate about.
And how do you know the in and outs of running a business? I mean, you have so much going on, and you have school, right?
Yeah, well, I didn't start out with a business plan at only 8 years old. So I basically just learned through a lot of experience. I learned about, you know, like branding, marketing, social media, staying engaged with my customers, and also just, you know, trusting my instincts on a lot of stuff from starting and running my business.
And how much money does your company make? And you have a lot of employees, right? How many employees do you have?
Okay, so I have enough money made to cover college.
Yay.
And I actually have 7 employees.
And are they teenagers or children like you?
They're adults. I mean, my friends sometimes want to like model the designs, but I don't think that really counts. But I do have adult employees.
Right. You've been featured in magazines. You've spoken at nationwide conferences. How many TED Talks have you done?
2 official ones and 1 TEDx. So yeah, I've done 2 TED Talks, official TED Talks, 3 in all. Basically.
And so, like, when you're just gonna hang out with your friends, what do y'all do?
We have like sleepovers, go to the mall.
Oh, good, okay.
Yeah. go to the mall, and I'm on Facebook all the time. Just regular teenage stuff. And also, I like to, like go to different like sci-fi and comic conventions and stuff like that, and make my own costumes. Me and my friends love to do that too.
We're gonna hang out. Well, let's take a look at what you do. Let's walk on over here. Now I want you to stand right here. Oh, you know. So. Tell us about what you have going on here, baby.
Okay, so these are all eco-friendly. I have bags, I have scarves, I have jewelry, I have hats, tops. You can, check them out, and this is
beautiful. And where does the inspiration for all this come from?
A lot of the inspiration for my design comes from art and also nature. Like I might see a flower outside, and I might say, oh, wow, that looks really pretty, and I can incorporate that into one of my designs, like this one right here. Right here, and also this is like hand painted. I hand painted on this with non-toxic paint. This is recycled fabric, and.
But running a fashion line is a full-time job. How do you find time for school and stuff?
Well, basically, an average day for me, I get up and walk my dog and feed my cats and stuff like that. And then I move on. I do 4 hours of schoolwork. I'm actually homeschooled. And, and then I'll, work on my company, my animation, whatever else I have going on. And then I'll hang out with my friends.
And you got a lot of support from your folks who are sitting right there. Raise your hand, Mom and Dad. So when she said, I think I want to run my own business or create my own business at 8, did y'all chuckle or did you say, oh, good idea?
We said, good idea, go for it. We always encourage Maya to express her creativity and just try different things.
Well, she's kind of amazing. Thank you, Maya, for coming to us. You got to come back. And we will be right back.
Dancing competition in America, and they're not even teenagers yet. Please welcome Ruby Castro and Jonas de Lascos. Here we go.
I'm sorry.
That's all right, darling. So, Ruby, you're 11, and Jonas, you're 12, and you've been dancing for 2.5 years?
Yeah.
Correct.
How did you guys meet?
Well, my coaches, Loretta and Yvonne, they're Lithuanian.
Oh my gosh, she's adorable.
I know, right?
I'm sorry. Please continue.
They knew people in Lithuania, where he's from, actually, and they contacted each other, and we met in the dance studio, which my mom and dad own. It's called Dance Town. It's in Miami, Florida, and that's where we met. So we've been dancing together ever since.
And you guys have won like every major competition, including scoring the highest in every level at the very prestigious contest it's in Blackpool, England, right?
Yeah.
Now, how do you have time to get this good? How many hours do you practice, and how do you do any other normal kid stuff?
We practice so much. We practice about 3 to 4 hours a week, and adding other classes, because we don't only take barn classes, we take other classes. So it adds up to a lot of hours.
Yeah.
But we still stay honor roll students in school.
Oh my God.
And we do all of our homework.
Awesome. And Ruby, you and Jonas competed against your brother D'Angelo, right?
Yeah.
And his partner Amanda on America's Got Talent. And what was it like to compete against your own brother?
Competing against my brother was kind of like weird, because I wanted the best for him and I wanted him to do good and all, but at the same time, we wanted to place higher and stuff than him. And at the end, the results came out great, so it was all good.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I love that. Now, I talked to you guys a bit backstage, so I don't know if this was for public consumption, but you have admitted that sometimes she can be a little bossy. Bossy.
Okay, let me tell you this.
Break it down.
There's a rattlesnake hidden in there.
No.
There's a tiger, a rattlesnake, I don't know, a scorpion. You haven't even seen the dark side of her. It's like a whole new other Ruby. It's like a cute Ruby, and then it's like a giant, scary Ruby. Trust me, woof.
Oh my
But it's good that she shows her good side here, so we're fine. We're good.
I think the dance is gonna work out, but if it doesn't, I think Grace could do stand-up.
Yeah. But that's why you're probably so good, because you're just so you're a perfectionist, right?
Well, I guess so.
That's what makes us a couple.
Yeah. Adorable. Oh my gosh! And so we want to see the two of you actually in action. Yeah.
You dance for us?
Will you dance for us? Awesome. Let's get to it.
Get the full view until you see it live in our audience. There's a whole other show happening during the commercials, so go to our website